Okay, so Cheryl, today we are reviewing Mark's progress report here. So, okay, as you see that he was 105.
Is that the flattest you've got?
I think the flattest was 108.
Oh, he's almost there.
So, how we get this we call CR is a width over the length times 100%. So we get this ratio. Typically for Asians, you're about 80%. So he's about
way off the charts.
Okay. So how we see basically the CR, 82 to 90% is mild, and we definitely don't helmet them. 90 to 100 is moderate. And that's when we start the helmet therapy, but over 100% is considered very severe. That's when you get a lot of the vaulting. You can see like the cone shape upwards and very, very flat down here. And you see a little bit more of a triangular head shape here, and you see very, very wide head shapes here. So this is what we call brachycephaly. So today Mark is at 97%. We are seeing progress in the sense of his width, we are maintaining, but the length just keeps increasing. Yeah, so see that he used to be very, we call it posterior vaulting here, and then you start to see that the vaulting gets a lot lesser as he is redirected the growth towards the back. This is today, you look at him, he has a nicer rounder head shape and not so much of a vaulting head shape now. What the helmet does is that it doesn't squeeze the head shape back into shape and you cause brain damage, but actually we're trying to make the head and the brain more symmetrical in shape. For plagio cases, we just stop down here and then we redirect the growth down here. So similar to like a baseball cap or a cap, that's the amount of pressure that you have on the baby's head. So we just stop it, whatever they have remains, whatever they have, we just redirect the growth into the right direction.
We figured that he has a flat head, I think around the second month or so. Firstly, we weren't told that we have to tummy time him from day one. So what happened was some of them said, okay, buy the donut pillow. Some of them said, okay, we just rub his head. Some of them said, you know, put him in the side to sleep, but it didn't seem to work. So I think at about the third month, we went to the PD, and the PD said, oh, you can check out Orthopaedia if you really feel that his head is very flat. So we came here for a consultation, and actually the first thing I felt was it was a very friendly environment. I think, you know, being a first-time parent, you're kind of scared, like, how come my baby's head is so flat, and what am I going to do about it? Like I always say, I think your personality is so bubbly, it really helps to put us at ease. And also there is proper statistics to show that actually Mark has a flat head. It's not just, you know, out of nowhere that, oh, through how you look, okay, and then diagnosis, okay, he's flat, you know, actually there's proper measurements. During the first sitting, I remember you said the first day we only have to watch for 4 hours, of which he doesn't have to wear during the nap, right? And then it progresses to 8 hours, 12 hours, 16, and then 24 hours. So on the first day, during the first 4 hours, right, he actually managed to nap, to have a nap in that helmet, which means it is probably not as uncomfortable as we think to be. If not, he wouldn't be able to nap.
Yes, definitely. Babies don't lie.
Yeah.
When they're uncomfortable, they'll scream. So it's like, yeah.
Exactly. So on the first day, he could nap. So the second day, even to wear for 8 hours, it wasn't a problem. And then we managed to put him on a 23 hours schedule with the helmet quite easily.
Yeah, so that's very good. That's why we're seeing progress with Mark quite fast. And definitely with the photos, I mean, we can definitely see that it is quite obvious that he is improving in that aspect.
Okay, back to the point, you know, like some of the aunties and all were telling me, oh, you can put him on the sarong to sleep, or you can rub his head. Is it true that by doing that it can help his head shape?
First thing first, there are a few ways that traditionally the yao lan or the baby hammock or the sarong as per se has been proven to, you know, have a very nice head shape. I'm sure around the head shape, but we also have to be cautious about the risk. So there have been reported cases of sudden infant death syndromes in the sarongs and all these hammocks. General consensus all around by the experts in the pediatric, especially the American Academy of Pediatricians, they don't recommend that we put the babies in sarong unsupervised. Yeah, few reasons why, because there is also seem to be some links with the SID syndrome in the babies in sarong. Number two is that you know, when the babies start to turn around, they can just fall and then you can, you know, have injuries to the baby.
There's no proof that it does round the head shape, right? Because Roy claimed that he has a flat head and he has a rather flat head as well, but he's like in a sarong. So that's the reason why when people told us, hey, use sarong for Mark, he said, but I slept in sarong and my head is still flat. So that's the reason why we didn't proceed with the sarong for Mark.
For us, baby safety is parament. Yeah, so nothing can compromise that. So until it's proven otherwise, that then I would recommend that. Yeah, but in the meantime, all the guidelines are purely that back to sleep. All the babies have to sleep on their backs, and they have to be in a cot, firm, flat mattress with fitted sheets. And there's no soft toys, no bumpers, no loose clothing, no blankets. They wear age-appropriate clothing, sleepwear, so that they will regulate the temperature in a smoke-free environment.
I think the back to sleep is very important to prevent the sit syndrome, but at the same time, tummy time to play and a lot of face time is very important.
Yes, yeah.
So, okay, let's say talking about helmets. I think we all know the pros of it and the benefits. It definitely helps to shape the head, and you see good results. Now to the cons, because I think people want to know, like, you know, what is the cons of having this helmet?
So we are so confident in prescribing these helmets because we almost see 100% guarantee in the change of the baby's head shape. 3 reasons why is because as long as you have head growth and the frontal nail is open and the parents wear, we almost can guarantee 100% full correction in the appropriate age timings. Yeah. However, there's also parents just get very scared because when they think about wearing a helmet, it just sends a lot of emotional fears, and what if my baby doesn't sleep, what if, you know, there's all the skin issues and stuff like that. So generally there are 3 main things. Number 1 is sweating, increased sweating, and so obviously there's something over their head, so they do increase sweating over the first few days, and generally we see the sweating settle down after about 4 days. Second thing is that when they're too hot, they may have like a bit of skin irritation, rashes and stuff like that, but products can really help it. The third thing would be probably cost, as some parents would say.
Personally, I feel, right, I mean, for parents out there, yeah, the biggest con actually is the sweating, because definitely wearing something on your head, you're going to sweat a little bit more, and babies naturally sweat more on their heads, right? But the main thing actually how to combat that, there were a couple of things that she shared. One is have ice cold towel.
Yes, yeah,
right?
yeah.
The moment you take it off and then pat them down with the ice cold towel, dry them down and just let them cool off. I think that really helps. Another thing also, when you put on the helmet, don't fiddle with it.
So basically they're just trying to figure out what's going on in their heads, you know, it's like, you know, it's something on my head, they don't understand it. Yeah, so parents, when you fiddle, they get more and more irritated. So the moment you just distract them, they'll actually forget about it. So, and also the trick of the thing is that when they fuss and cry, the loudest don't take it out. So they have the association that when they cry, mommy will take it off. So if you, within a few days, they will know actually it's nothing. And what we see is that as long as you take it off, there's no redness or there's increased pressure, that's actually okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Cheryl.